Hello, everybody. I'm Randy, and joining me today is my constant co-host. Yeah, Zach's not here. It's just a Randy vid. Zach got his solo out of the way with Cruelty Squad. I might be doing mine here. So, I found out about 15 minutes ago that Sony PlayStation State of Play event 2022 is today. This afternoon, actually. So I didn't even have time to, go grab Zach and try to schedule a time for us to do this. But I thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of E3 coverage, maybe. No idea if this is ever going to get published, or if this is just going to sit away on my hard drive for years until it, eventually dies. But I have really high hopes this year that Sony is going to be showing Dragon's Dogma 2. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a fan of Dragon's Dogma. I think this is the year. We've had some big 10th anniversary news. Sony says, hey, no first parties. It's going to be all third-party partners. That means Capcom, probably. I think the timing's right. It's been 3 or 4 years since Devil May Cry 5. Itsuno's had time to work on a new project. I think we're going to get some Dragon's Dogma 2, probably a 2023 release date today. And on the off chance that actually gets announced today, and I don't lose my mind, then I wanted to have it in a recording, because that game means a lot to me, and I would be very, very excited to see that IP continue. I think it has a lot of potential, and a lot of it's been wasted so far. So, but enough about Dragon's Dogma until it gets shown today. Let's go over a little bit of what this event kind of is. This is ever since E3 died. If you guys have listened to the Backselect podcast, Zach and I discussed E3 officially skipping this year. E3 is a convention kind of dead. Instead, we have this thing called Summer of Play, which is IGN's event. Jeff Keighley is hosting I think it's called Summer Games Fest. Basically, the months of June and July, doing a lot of video game announcements, thing to expect in the fall, next year, some stuff that's coming up right now. Today's, I think, is the first quote-unquote official, because there's no real official event, is Sony's, so their State of Play. From what I was reading here, Sony's expecting this to be about, 30 minutes, and they are telling fans not to expect first-party announcements. For those of you who don't know, first-party means studios owned by the publisher themselves. So you have the game console creator, PlayStation is Sony, Xbox is Microsoft, Nintendo has the Switch, and they own certain game development studios to put out games typically as exclusives on their platform. Nintendo, their first party games are only going to be on the Switch. Sony, same deal. If their first party makes a game, it's probably only going to be on the PS5 until 4 years down the road when they make a PC port. Microsoft has gotten better. They've been putting a lot of their games day one on PC and Xbox. So, big props to Microsoft for that, to be honest. But so some of the games that we won't be expecting, here's a list right here of first party Sony studios. So we have Team Asobi. I'm trying to remember exactly. Yeah, they're the Astrobot people. Guerrilla Games. These are the Horizon Zero Dawn. So don't expect a DLC announcement for Forbidden West. I know, what was the name of the DLC for the first Horizon? It was the snow one. Yeah, don't expect an announcement like that today. Housemarque, don't expect any Returnal news, even though I think it just got announced for coming to PC, so maybe they'll touch on that. London Studio, I don't even know. Are these the Order 1886 people? Blood and Truth, iPet, no idea. Media Molecule, recent creators of Dreams and Little Big Planet, so probably no big Dream news, though I know Zach would kill for some Dream news. If Dream gets put on the PC, Zach would be all over it. Nixus Software, XDev, I don't even know these guys, to be honest. Ben sounds really familiar. Oh, Days Gone. Okay, so no Days Gone sequel. Blue Point, these guys do a lot of work on remastering games, so Shadow of the Colossus, Demon's Souls, nothing new from them. Insomniac, we all know Insomniac, Ratchet and Clank, Spiderman, Naughty Dog, Last of Us, and Uncharted. Santa Monica, oh, I should know what Santa, yeah, the God of War guys, so don't expect God of War Ragnarok, no Kratos today. Sucker Punch, the infamous people, lately Goes to Tsushima. Oh, they also made Sly Cooper. Look at that. So those are things not to expect today. We have about 10 minutes before this event starts. It's going to run 30 minutes, and we are going to try and figure out here what to expect. So in all true fashion, we're going to make a little notepad about it. So what we are expecting, Sony State of Play 2022. Big one is going to be Dragon's Dogma, right? I don't think it's too crazy. So they recently put out 10th year anniversary of Dragon's Dogma. They put up a website. They created an Instagram account just for Dragon's Dogma like a week or two ago to celebrate the 10th anniversary. It's, guys, I've been saying it for every year since Dragon's Dogma was released, but this year's the year. We're going to get it. I think the other big one is probably, I'll type the whole thing out, Final Fantasy 16. So this is partnered with Square Enix, who I think are also working on Forspoken is the name of the game. I think they're working on 2 projects. Final Fantasy 16, a trailer was shown a year or 2 ago, like an early CG trailer. I mean, it looked pretty good. It looked metal. Like, I think a child gets his, like, disemboweled by a sword across the stomach. Like, that's pretty dark for Final Fantasy, you know? So I'm kind of excited to see where that goes. What else do we have here? There's going to be a lot of indie games that I can't remember the name of, and I feel bad. There's one, I think it's called The Devil Inside Me. I'm expecting to see The Devil Inside Me. It was like a cutesy, I don't want to say storybook looking. Take a more colorful version of the game Inside, you know, and kind of apply that to different like storybook monsters. So I think he was one point he was hunting a deer, he was running away from a bear, he was in a bus or a subway or something. Every time they show that game, it looks completely different. So The Devil Inside Me is, going to be the indie darling of the show, is my guess. I think we're going to see some Resident Evil news. So Resident Evil 8 Village came out this year, or I guess last year, 2021, and it did really well. Capcom is continuing to kill it with their games. So, I expect to see, maybe not a Resident Evil 9, I think that's too soon, but we're either going to get DLC for Resident Evil 8, or a VR expansion, maybe? Like, I don't think it'll be, like, the base game in VR, because I think you kind of have to build the game from the ground up to support VR, but I could see them doing, like, a mission as some side character in VR mode, and let me get to the big thing of this show, which is what everyone is expecting. Right now we have IGN's coverage in the background, and they've been harping on probably seeing PSVR 2. So Sony's been kind of drip feeding information for about the past year about their next iteration of VR. They've discussed specs. I think they've given out like the controller and headset designs, PSVR 2 designs. Like, I'm pretty sure they've just straight up told us what to expect it looks like. Yeah, so like we know what this thing is going to look like. I think the only thing we don't know is price and release date. So I definitely think we're going to get price and release date for this. We're probably going to see like 3 to 5 launch titles, or like a quick announcement. I think one of these is going to be Resident Evil 8. They're probably going to do like some Horizon Alloys crossbow training type of video or type of game, like experiences. We're probably going to get a Star Wars. I'll just write these down just so I can call my shot later. So Star Wars VR experience. People really liked that Rogue Squadron, like that little taste, or TIE Fighter experience. What was it called? It was something like that on the PS4, but people really liked that. So I think we're going to get a Star Wars VR experience. I think we're going to get Horizon crossbow training, or, whatever the equivalent in Horizon would be. Resident Evil. Oh, man. Astrobot VR? But that would be first party. That'd be Team Asobi. Ooh. Who else is going to get on the VR? This is tough. I think we're going to get an Astrobot VR, even though they said not a lot of first-party stuff. One more to fill out this list. What other Sony partner would have VR? Capcom's been willing to do it. Housemarque would do it, but that's another first-party studio at this point. I'm gonna go Team Ninja, and I'll do Hellblade for Team Ninja. So these are the Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice people. I think that we could expect to see a Senua's Sacrifice VR style of like hack and slash type of game. I mean, there's plenty of those in the VR space. I think it kind of makes sense. So how many shots do I want to call here? You know, we have 4 minutes to kill before this show starts. We have Dragon's Dogma, Final Fantasy 16, The Devil Inside Me, Resident Evil news. These are all pretty good. Oh man, I don't know what else we'd really be, because it's only 30 minutes, right? It's only 30 minutes, which means it can't be that crazy. Let's see what smarter people than me are expecting. So Sony State of Play expectations. Let's see what Games Radar here has to say. They're way better than me. PSVR 2 launch games. Yep. Okay. Final Fantasy 16 gameplay. Hogwarts. Oh, dude, that's a good pick. I completely forgot about Hogwarts. Just like everyone else in the Harry Potter fandom. Hogwarts Legacy gameplay plus release date. Plus Stinger. I think if they show more Hogwarts Legacy stuff, I'll be really specific with this call out because I think it's more fun that way, of Voldemort at the end. I think Voldemort gets mentioned if they do it. I know like the timeline doesn't work up, but it's going to be something really stupid. New Wave. Oh, Stray. Yeah, we'll see Stray. Stray is a neat little game that's been teased for like, I feel like the last 8 years. I feel like it's been legitimately 8 years since Stray was first announced. Pretty much all we've seen is a cyberpunk setting where you are a cat and you're just walking around like a puzzle, like platformer kind of game. I don't know, but Stray has been on people's radar for a very long time. Okay. That wasn't really anything new than what I was expecting. Tech Radar, Hogwarts Legacy. I don't even know what this game is. Oh, wait. Are we going to get a... Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Let's call it Saints Row. We're going to get some Saints Row reboot footage. Why not? Horizon Forbidden West. Man, I just really hope it's Dragon's Dogma, man. You know? It's going to be so good. I'm finally going to feel validated. Everyone's going to go buy Dragon's Dogma just because I want to get caught up to the second. Oh, wait. Is it too soon, you guys? Is it too soon for Elden Ring DLC? I feel like it's probably too soon, but I think we get a teaser or something. All right, so what? We got like 2 minutes on the clock. Let's break these out into what we think are... All right, let's go locks, maybes, wouldn't it be cool? This is how we're going to break our stuff down. So what do we got on lock? I think it's got it... I'm going to fucking regret putting Dragon's Dogma under locks, but I'm going to do it. 16 has to be shown. Devil Inside Me has been shown at every Sony event for the last couple years. I think Resident Evil news is 100% on lock. I'm actually going to put Street Fighter 6, another Capcom property, in here also under maybe. I think Resident Evil 8 VR mission is going to be pretty likely. Hogwarts Legacy, I think this is honestly a maybe. Like, I think they've shown enough. They put out like a whole like 45-minute special on Hogwarts Legacy. I think maybe we get a new trailer and that's it. I'll put Stray under maybe. Saints Row reboot under maybe. I'm not super hot on this. Elden Ring DLC on wouldn't it be cool? I think it's too soon for Elden Ring DLC. PSVR 2, I think this is a lock. Like, they're gonna talk about it. Now, as for whether the games... Yeah, these are kind of, wouldn't it be cool? Like, I don't think they're going to show these per se. Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like Sony is winning, not to throw out like the whole console war BS, because like I feel like we've kind of moved past console wars, or at least like as I've grown up, I've kind of moved out of circles which have cared about console war type of things. But I feel like there's more talk about the PS5 than there is the Xbox One X, right? Like, I think that's just the way it is. I think Microsoft's in a better spot because they have the whole Game Pass and the PC Xbox ecosystem fleshed out really, really well, and I think Sony's jealous about that. But, you know, Sony's been on a pretty good roll, so let's see what they got here. Oh, wow. Are they just telling us a VR release date, like, a year in advance? They wouldn't release VR in, like, March. A new Resident Evil? That's a big R. But this is, like, Spanish guitar. Are we getting a Resident Evil 4 remake? Ooh, okay. Starting off Resident Evil 4. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Gondor Wonder Roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
So, we got a Resident Evil 4 VR remake on the Oculus exclusive for the Quest 2, and I was pissed about it because I really wanted to play it, having never played Resident Evil 4. Zach's been on my case about that, you guys. I will play Resident Evil 4. It'll probably be on the channel here within the next year or so. Keep an eye out for October. I've never played Resident Evil 4. And I was really mad the Quest 2 got an update. Got like a reboot for it. But I didn't expect Sony to come out with a fully fleshed... I guess it makes sense, because Resident Evil 2 Remake was a huge success. 3 was much less of one. But 3 was also like half the budget of 2 Remake, and there's no way they're going to have the budget on 4. Resident Evil 4 is the most famous one of them all. So I expect this to be, you know, a pretty good remake, given Capcom's recent track record. Go hunt us some Las Plagas, you know? That's cool. So what, that was next January, February, next March. Okay.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different.
Leon Kennedy.
It has to.
Are we going to get a little playthrough here, or are they just... No. Okay. That's fine. We only have 30 minutes on the clock. Let's keep things moving, Sony. That's cool. 1 for 1 so far. Ah, see? Okay, so if they just take that Oculus port and make it work with VR2, that's smart. Okay.
We got some great PlayStation updates to share with you today.
I love these little like fake Nintendo intermissions. They're so good.
Resident Evil 4 coming to PS5 with PlayStation VR2 content also in development. Now let's get a sneak peek at 4 games in development for PlayStation VR2.
We're just going right back to Resident Evil. The old cash cow, milk it till it's dry.
Now, let's take a look at him. Wow. Well, Ethan Winters.
I should play
You
this game.
escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother.
Yeah, I should probably play that game. So the question is, will this be a full version of the game or just a little bit? I mean, they're only showing Lady Dimitrescu's place.
Man blood. Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
Wait, akimbo? That seems new. You couldn't do that in that game, could you? Okay, this is just a special mission. Okay. Is there gonna be a subcolon? Oh, there's no subtitle. Maybe it is the full game. I'm so confused. It could be the full game, I guess?
You, of all people, have the audacity to question me?
What game is this?
You, who emerged from the putrid waters of the bayou to plunder our righteous
Is this,
deeds and cut our throats
a sequel to
like
that
a demon
Arizona
knife.
Sunshine game?
What have you done to ensure the
Or like a
future
Walking
of
Dead
this
Saints and
forsaken
Sinners?
city? You, who have brought nothing but chaos.
I mean, it doesn't look like any management, so my guess is it's probably not a state of
When
decay.
death was swallowing this city whole,
Also, don't think that
it
game
was
ever had
I
VR.
who resurrected it. It was I who shined as a beacon of hope for all.
This is probably Walking Dead.
The tower cries out for blood. And
Looks
I
neat though.
vow to
Like, I'm
spare
all
it.
down for like a well-implemented VR.
When the
Like, not a
bells
VR
ring,
experience.
the
I'm
songs
so
they
sick
sing
of VR
will be
experiences.
righteous.
But give me like a world I can walk around in and play, like a real game. Yeah, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners too. Okay,
Welcome home,
okay.
tourist.
Yeah, it looks sick. I'm liking everything so far, to be honest. Liking everything. No Man's Sky? You know, I still don't like this game because I find it really boring. But I'll give them credit for continuing. This has been like 8 years, right? Like 8 years, and they're still putting out updates like several times a year, like substantial updates. I think the core gameplay loop just doesn't attract me. But I know a lot of people who play No Man's Sky, and it's cool, right? Like, I'm glad No Man's Sky exists. It has exceeded its status as a meme. I'll put it that way.
There.
No idea what this
Where are
is.
you taking me? I asked you a question.
Oh, we're getting Alloy's crossbow training.
Everyone says Reyes is a good shot.
Yeah, and I'll put arrows through both of us. You're switching with me.
It's a snap mob. We're not gonna make it.
Or is it going to be like Pokemon Snap style? Man, I can never get over just how cool the monster designs in Horizon are. The robot animals, they're just so good. Like, the art design in these games is so stellar, man. Ugh.
The mountain. Find out why the machines are attacking.
Oh, it's not a crossbow, but I guess if you turn it sideways, it kind of is. Yeah, I mean, this one just makes sense, right? Like, you have a recognizable IP with a good studio behind it. You have new tech, and you want to showcase
Do that.
graphically and mechanically. It's a good
It will
combo.
take all your wits,
I'm not, like,
your skills,
thrilled, right?
and courage.
You know, like, I'm more excited, honestly, probably for the Resident Evil one, but, you know,
You have walked in the shadows.
I think PSVR 2 is going to be a little short on content, so
into the light.
you'll probably take whatever game you can get on launch. It just looks so cool. Like, I love those robot
Hi,
dinos.
I'm Ben McCaw, Narrative Director at
Hi,
Go.
Ben.
I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, coming exclusively
Narrative
to PlayStation
director of a
VR 2.
VR
We're
spin-off
also
title.
happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including
How much
New
narrative
Game
work
Plus,
is there?
will be available to download on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 today.
Ooh, New Game Plus update? Look at that. Okay. Yo, transmog and respec. Probably should have been in the game from the start, but that's all right. I'm glad ultra hard difficulty exists out there for the people that really want it. You know, not me, but that's a neat update. Yeah.
For details on this free
So much for
update,
not a lot of first-party
please
stuff.
check out PlayStation blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank you for your continued support, and please stay tuned for more updates to come.
Get ready, a PlayStation fan favorite is coming to PC.
Returnal? Wasn't this confirmed or was this leaked? I don't remember if this was official or not.
These past few years,
Oh.
sacrificing so much and asking for nothing.
If you want to change the
Hey!
world,
That's
you have
cool.
to be the kind of man who can make the hardest
Yo, these games are really good. Like, if you guys haven't played the Spider-Man games, and if you own, like, a PS4, PS5, like, give them your time. Like, even if you're not into, like, superhero comic book stuff, like, these games are really good. Super high production value, polished, like, crazy, like, interesting story, fun gameplay. Like, Insomniac makes good games, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Calling it remastered is weird.
Leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Like, I don't think it needs... It's not that old. Like, it doesn't need remastered. Probably no Miles Morales on PC, though. And here's Stray. Okay, get some Stray action. Like, the robots seem to be very afraid of this cat. I don't quite get it. Like, is the cat, like, a plague? Right? Does it have some virus that the robots don't like? Is it an allegory? Who knows? The eyes are a little weird. Yeah, man, like, this is the most they've shown, and I still don't really get it. Like, is it just a walk 'em up? You can. Oh, if it fits, he sits. I feel like this is one of those games that's going to be like a Journey inside Abzu, or Unraveled, like that style of.
Mysterious Cyber City in
like,
Stray, coming to PS5
it's not really a
and PS4 July
platformer.
19th.
It's not really a
PlayStation
puzzler.
Plus extra
It's
members
more
and
of just
higher can
go
download Stray
experience.
at no extra cost when it launches next month. Up next, 3 games
Oh, if you're a
that will
PS
get your
Plus
heart racing.
subscriber, you just get Stray. That's neat. All right, I'll give it a shot. Is this Destiny? Dude, why didn't I guess Destiny? Oh no, that's such a... Oh! Oh no. Striking Distance Studios? Crafton?
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the dead moon?
Oh no, we saw this game. This game was shown during the PC game show a year or two ago? The Callisto Protocol, I think is what it's called.
You're holding on to right there.
It was supposed to be like a horror game. And there was a weird article that made its way around Reddit a couple weeks ago. That was like how the devs confirmed that it's no longer taking place in like the PUBG universe, and everyone was like, what the fuck? This game was supposed to be in the PUBG universe? Like,
Rebirth.
I don't know, man. I'm good for another like Dead Space spiritual successor, right? It looks good, like visually. Like this is an impressive looking game so far. Ooh. A lot of melee combat. A lot of melee.
I just love that last part.
Uh-oh.
Gives me chills every time.
Yeah, Callisto Protocol. I'm assuming the protocol's for some sort of quarantine, and that's where the protocol word comes from. Is like an event of virus shut everything down. I don't really know though. That's pure speculation. Oh shit! This is
In the year 2030,
Oh, Zach played this game. I watched him play it. Oh no.
blood sport grips the globe.
Oh. Oh.
And in the arena, there will
This must be
only
made by the
the
same people because this
victorious
art looks exactly the
and
same.
dead.
Okay. So it's my friend Pedro slash... God, what's the name of the game in the desert where you're like a wind sailor? Ugh. That's gonna kill me now that I don't know. This just looks... I don't know, man. Like, you're doing all these tricks, but, like, is there any motivation? Is there, like, a style meter? Or is it just because you know, for the sake of doing them?
The world is watching. In Rollerdrome.
Rollerdrome? I mean, hey, say what you want about Rollerdrome. That was a unique as hell concept.
I wonder if things will ever be normal again.
This almost sounds like young Nier. Oh, no, not Nier. Okay. Is it a Danganronpa? Are those typically PlayStation games? Oh, no, that's not Danganronpa. I have no clue. I do not know what this game is. Is there supposed to be other types of sound in this trailer other than just music? Anime action RPG?
It's not hopeless. I won't let anyone else get hurt! Don't you want science in your corner?
Oh! Is this the new MiHoYo joint? The, what's the gacha game that was really popular? Dude, how am I blanking on this? This game was like the biggest thing last year. What's the MiHoYo gacha game called? How do I not remember the name of this? Oh man, I'm going crazy. Genshin Impact. Genshin, is this just their urban Genshin Impact? I think I saw something about this. Eternights. Probably sounds better not in English. No, that's completely Studio Sai and Kowloon, and not MiHoYo. Okay.
Action games and dating sims collide in Eternights, coming to
Action
PS5
sim
and PS4 next year.
And dating
Let's
sim.
check back in with Capcom for a new look at an upcoming heavy hitter.
Oh, come on. You can't tease me like this, Sony. Capcom heavy hitter. Fuck, it's Street Fighter. God damn it. I don't give a fuck about Street Fighter, man. Unless they pan down and it's like the fucking Arisen versus Grigori just boxing it out, you know? Oh, man, I'm getting my hopes up. Is that
When
young
you go looking for
Balrog?
strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
That is not young Balrog. Is that some new guy?
Okay then, hope you're ready to begin.
I'm no like Street Fighter lore expert, but like I feel like I know most of the roster just by osmosis.
Yeah, hey there, I do this. Never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, you're up here improved. A real problem, but I solve them all face proof. And if you think I'm going forward, then you talk.
Oh, the Boxhead clan.
Y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. I'm super fly like a
Open world. Whoa. That's you know, fighting game fans love to have this argument over whether their game should have a story mode or not. Yeah, I think Capcom just said, "Fuck it, we'll make a Mario Odyssey."
It started from the ground up, training, getting
You guys remember Ryu and Chun-Li? I remember. I don't know this guy. I won't even pretend to know his name. Yo, wouldn't Ryu and Chun-Li, like, beat any other two pairings? Like, isn't he, like, basically, like, a god? Isn't he, like, Raiden level? Like I said, I'm no Street Fighter lore expert. It looks like a Street Fighter to me. I always find it interesting how these fighting game trailers never show the HUD. I feel like Skullgirls is the only one that shows you the HUD in their trailers. Slow motion during a fight, so kind of like how Tekken 7 did. What did they call it? Like close encounter or like cross counter or something? Where like if you did a dodge and they did a punch and it was really close to connecting, it would slow down. Are they doing that on a 2D plane? Maybe. I don't know. But I look forward to it. I mean, that's a lie. I don't really give a fuck about Street Fighter 6. And they're confirming online, which, you know, shouldn't really be a surprise. But the open world stuff is new, right? That's a bold direction to take a fighting game. If you have to platform by doing like power geysers or something,
Street Fighter 6 gameplay.
You know.
Mark your calendars. It comes
What's
to
the thing
PS5
M.
and
Bison
PS4
does?
in
Psycho
2023.
Crusher, where he like spins forward across the
Now
stage.
it's time for 2 indie adventures arriving later this year.
Oh, Tunic. I have a friend who recently played this game and gave it an 11 out of 10. So big praise. Actually, that friend was Jeremy from Space Station Silicon Valley video. So I guess I don't have to hide his name because he has been featured on this channel before. Jeremy was a huge fan of this game, so I have yet to play it. There's too many good games these days, you know? Just not enough time. Too many games. It's going to console release. It's cool that it's also going to PS4. That's really neat. You feel like most times it would just go to the newest. It's kind of cool they're supporting it back. This just screams visual novel to me.
She set out to record life at the end of this season. To make it real for people in the future. She asked us about living together.
Ooh, fantasy? Okay.
We asked her about traveling alone.
Eat your heart out,
When the season
Kojima.
turns, what will remain?
My Bike Across America simulator?
Only what
I take it
she
back, that's
saw,
not America.
What she captured.
She carries the sounds of the season with her.
Oh, so are you just like, what's it called? Not a documentarist, right? But like, do you just go around an open world, maybe some scenarios, maybe you have a time limit or something, and you just meet people and you record and you take your own photos, and at the end it shows you like a journal of what you
The
made?
world was telling her its secrets.
Or do you think it's like a puzzle
I
game?
think she even figured out what will happen to us when the season ends. Is it going?
Wait, is it the...
Is it gone?
Do you only have like one summer until the world ends or something? What's the implication here? Record it so that people in the future know what you did. A letter to the future. So like the world's gonna end and then you're like recording it for posterity? Okay. Hey, Yoshi P! Yoshi P! This is the guy who single-handedly saved Square Enix, completely rebuilt FF14, and is also the lead producer of Final Fantasy 16. Big props to Yoshi P. I've never seen an interview with this guy where he wasn't like the most down-to-earth, humble, happy to be doing what he does. super in touch with what his fans want and just working hard. Mad props to
ゲーム
Yoshida.
というエンターテインメントを通じてゲーマーの皆さんが心の底から楽しめる時間を提供していきたいと思ってます。それでは最新のトレーラーをどうぞ。
Alright, give me that next Final Fantasy 16. In a world ruled by tyranny and turmoil, there are those who would fight to take back control of their fate.
Who are we? What are the dominants?
That seems like a spoiler already.
Wield. It wears away at our very being.
So instead, hey, Garuda and Ifrit,
At its immaculate aspect.
Leviathan? Who's that one? That wasn't Leviathan.
The icon.
The icon. Oh, so we're just straight up FF14ing this?
Isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster.
Not the camera angle I was expecting. Dude, I'll tell you what though, I love the medieval Final Fantasy settings so much more than like the cyberpunk Midgard style. Even FF15, the setting I didn't really care for, but like I am way more down for this.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife.
So instead of summoning, like in most Final Fantasy games, you just turn into the monster.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
Yeah, this seems like way more my style. Oh, it's Ice Lady. I forget her name, Iselda or whatever. Phoenix, alright. Ifrit and Titan. This seems like really set piece. Like, this doesn't look like you're exploring a world and fighting people in random encounters. This just looks like boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. What?
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that
Bahamut!
burns,
Mega
another
Flare!
can be built. The Empire will live on.
Yeah, so it's showing you the people and what they turn into. Shiva, that was her name. God damn, their logos are always so good. That's such a good logo.
Awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
So yeah. This game looks really good. They at least showed some gameplay, you know? I mean, it was all super stylish and probably like pre-baked animations,
to learn even more about today's announcement.
like finisher moves and stuff, but oh man, oh no, you had 2 minutes left on the clock, Sony. 2 minutes for Dragon's Dogma 2. It's like poetry. I'm honestly kind of sad, you guys. I am crestfallen. IGN hasn't even realized it yet. IGN thinks they're still rolling, you know? Ugh, another. It was the 10th anniversary, Sony. Capcom. I don't care about Street Fighter. Oh my god. All right, well.
Reveals. We got release dates for a bunch.
Let's mute that stuff. Let's get on the list here. Kinda bummed. But we'll do a quick recap, you know. Resident Evil 4 Remake 2023. RE8 VR. Saints and Sinners 2 Walking Dead. What else did we have? No Man's Sky. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Horizon Zero Dawn VR. What was it? Call of the Mountain. I think it was called Call of the Mountain. We had a Spiderman on PC. Stray, which continues to be an enigma. The Callisto Protocol. Rollerdrome. Eternights. Street Fighter 6. Tunic. Season Letters to the Future, I believe it was called, and FF16. Okay, so let's go through our see what our record was. 0 for 1 on Dragon's Dogma. I'll just put a big old big old N for that one. Final Fantasy 16, yes. Devil Inside Me, no. This seems like, I can't remember whose conference this game's been showing at. I don't know if it's been Sony or if it's been Microsoft, but like, it's so weird to not see more about this game. Resident Evil news, yep, got it. PSVR 2, got it. No price or release date though. And we got, I think, exactly 5 launch titles. So maybe 4 launch titles, but there we go. Street Fighter 6. Nailed it. 8 VR mission. Yep. Hogwarts Legacy, no. Stray, yes. No Deep Silver Saints Row reboot. No Elden Ring. And I'll break these out into their own category here, just to be fair. Star Wars, nope. Horizon Crossbow Training, yes. Resident Evil, yes. Astrobot, no. Team Ninja, no. So what are we on our predictions? 1 for 2, 1 for 3, 3 for 6, 3 for 5, 3 for 5, 6 for 10, and then 8 for 16. So we were about 50% on our predictions. Well, I guess my predictions. You know, I keep throwing the word "we" around like I'm some sort of royalty. So 50% on predictions. I mean, most of these VR ones were total ass pulls. I am, like, I know I'm biased when it comes to wanting Dragon's Dogma 2, but like, it's been so long. It's the 10th anniversary. They were doing all of this press and announcements and all of this stuff, and we didn't get it. But you know what? That's okay. We got some other stuff, right? Resident Evil 4 remake. This is big, right? Like this is something to get excited about. I think this game's going to be, you know, probably really good. People are looking forward to it. Resident Evil 8 VR. I'm going to put meh here, and the only reason is because if it's a single mission, I think it's meh. Like, I am so tired of experiences in VR. If you want to remaster the whole game or remake the whole game so that it works with VR, then it becomes exciting. But if it's just like you're running around the mansion trying to escape the vampire ladies, then nah, that's a no for me. Saints and Sinners 2 looked good. It looked like an open world, like RPG, like zombie survival game, and like that looked really good. I'm kind of meh on No Man's Sky. It's just a known quantity. Like, it's not exciting. Same, you know, the experience claim goes the same way for Call of the Mountain, where like, I don't care, right? Like, once again, if it was a whole new game built around it, but if it's just some like, go fight like this monster you remember from Forbidden West in VR and do your gimmicky thing, like, I don't care. Spider-Man on PC. These games are really, really good. I want Sony. I don't want there to be any exclusive video games ever. It's only bad for the consumer. I want 0 exclusives. So the more games that you can get off of exclusivity platforms to all platforms, then I'm all about. And those Spider-Man games are really good. I think more people should play them, and I think more people will have a chance to now. So I'm excited for that. Stray. I'm gonna put Excite. I'm not like that huge on this game, but the fact that it's coming with PS Plus and you can just play it day one, that's neat, right? Like it's neat. Callisto Protocol. I'm gonna put Wary. I'm putting Wary. I might be excited, but it's not really a studio that I know. But another Dead Space competitor sounds good, but it might just end up being bad, you know. Rollerdrome, I'm gonna put. It feels bad putting meh for like the most unique game that was shown today, but like I'm not gonna play Rollerdrome, so who cares? You know, that's kind of it. Eternights. Look, I like the anime. I like the dating sim, right? But like, I didn't really see a lot from that trailer. I didn't really get a good vibe of what it's gonna be. I didn't know the developers really, so you know what? Whatever. Street Fighter 6. Me putting meh for this doesn't mean I think it'll be bad. It just means I don't care, and I don't care about Street Fighter 6. Tunic. Remember what I said about exclusivity? Yeah. Get Tunic on all the consoles. I hear this game's great. Get it off the Switch and PC. Put it on Xbox. Put it on PlayStation. Yeah, get all of them. Season could be cool. I don't know enough about it. Like, the trailer was evocative. I was interested in it. I was analyzing what I was seeing and saying like, oh, what's this? Oh, we have one season left to live and then we're making a legacy. Like, it could be neat or it could be another generic walk around game, you know? That could be neat. FF16, this is Excite. This game looks good. I'm still not sure what it's going to be. Oh, do I want to put Wary? Guys, I think I'm going to downgrade from Excite to Wary for 16. And the reason being, that trailer looked really grandiose. Like, insanely grandiose. We saw, like, 12 icon fights, huge armies, people who were, like, apparently regular humans, but were, like, 12 feet tall and, like, 400 pounds. Like, everything about that game just seems grandiose and over the top. And what I look for in stories and narratives is a little bit more subtlety, you know? Like, maybe not something so on the nose. So FF16 might be a really good story, but like, I have a feeling the bad guys are going to be over the top bad, the good guys are going to be over the top noble, the monsters are going to be huge, and it's just going to be cutscene. What's not a cutscene, but a reaction command. What are those called? What are those? I'm so blanking today. I can't even think of what it's called. QuickTime event. I think it's going to be so QuickTime event based when you're having these huge fights, because I want to make it like a set piece where you're doing like Shiva throws an ice crystal at it, but you catch it and throw it back at her by pressing triangle. And it's like, you know, I feel like it's just, I can see 16 being both good and both bad. So I'll put Wary for now. So looking back on the list here, we have 5 games that I'm excited for. Like 6 that I don't care about, and 3 that I'm like, we'll see where it ends up. So that's about another 50% hit rate. Kinda, you know? So it was, there being no Dragon's Dogma is upsetting to me. There's always next year. But yeah. I mean, if this is all Sony has to show for the next couple months until like the holiday season, it's a little light. I know this isn't their first party stuff, so like they're gonna have the new God of War coming out, but like it's a weak showing for Sony. Because I don't think any of these games, Resident Evil 4 Remake, no, that won't be an exclusive because 2 and 3 are on PC. RE8 VR Saints and Sinners 2. Saints and Sinners 1 was on PC, but 2 might be PSVR exclusive. So if I'm Sony, the company Sony, and I wanted to rate how I feel, my confidence in our upcoming lineup, I'm looking at, we have FF16, we have Street Fighter 6, no, that'll be on PC. We have FF16, Callisto Protocol, Eternights, Rollerdrome, Stray, and Horizon Zero Dawn VR. And I'm looking at those as a lineup that those games probably aren't selling any PS5s off the shelf, you know? Like, there's nothing enticing enough about those games to make someone who doesn't own a PS5 want to go get one. Because, like, what are the exclusives right now for the PS5? You have Demon's Souls Remake, which is, you know, a remake, not even an original title. I mean, it's really, really good, but Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, you know, another good game. Spiderman, Miles Morales. That's kind of it. Like, does the PS5 have anything else? If FF16 is a PlayStation exclusive, that might sell a console or two. But, like, oh man, dude, I'd be getting pretty bummed if I was Sony. The new God of War is a big get, and I think that will sell consoles. But it's kind of a light lineup. You know, for the first event in this big Summer Games Fest, Summer of Play, it's kind of weak, you know? I'm not, like, eager for more. Like, I don't think Microsoft's going to blow this out of the water or anything, or I don't think this is going to be way better than what Microsoft has. It's fine. This was, like, the most mid conference I've seen in a long time. Like, you know, it came and it went. So we'll see how the rest of the summer shapes up. Let's look at the schedule real quick. Let's see what conferences we got going on this summer. So we have June 2nd, PlayStation State of Play. June 9th. So when's that? Next Thursday? Yeah, next Thursday. We have Summer Games Fest, which is the Jeff Keighley show. We have Geek Week. By Netflix. That's weird. Tribeca Game Spotlight. Don't know really. And Xbox Bethesda Game Showcase. So Xbox and Bethesda will be probably bigger than Sony. Summer Games Fest will probably be bigger than Sony. Don't forget that Elden Ring was announced in Jeff Keighley events. So, like, he gets some big games. He's got a lot of Kojima games. He's got a lot of Elden Ring games. So there's still hope that he gets Dragon's Dogma 2. My fingers are literally crossed right now. I feel like there's one missing. Is there a PC game show? If I do IGN Summer of Play, there's usually always a day 9 hosted. Where's the schedule? No, wait, here. Schedule revealed. Okay, yeah, I don't care about this Netflix event. Summer Game Fest will be big. I don't care about these showcase. Guerrilla Collective. I'm assuming this is just a publisher thing. Like, look at all these new studios the Embracer Group bought. And PC Gaming Show also on June 12th. So we have 2 more events. Dragon's Dogma 2. I don't see it happening in the Xbox Bethesda showcase. So if it's not in the Summer Games Fest, I don't see it happening. But, you know, I'm saying there's a chance. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to actually end up uploading this or not. Depends on what it turns out like. Hopefully it's decent. And if it is uploaded, you know, cool. Hope you enjoyed it. But I think that's going to be all for me. I don't really have too much more to add on this subject. Yeah, thanks for watching, and take it easy. Bye.